Hello and welcome back. If you're new, hello, welcome. Feel free to subscribe down there. Or there? I'm not sure. But subscribe, that would be epic. Today it is all about the favourite things. I didn't do a favourites last month because I wasn't really doing anything different or hadn't tried out anything or generally wasn't using the makeup I had because I was too busy packing up the house. And now the house is packed up and I'm living out of bags. I have discovered that I have some things that I reach for a lot. So I thought I'd share with you what my current favourites are for the month. There are a few new bits and some bits I've rediscovered. We are going to get started with the base. I'm now singing all about that base in my head. First up, I have this L'Oreal True Match foundation. I have talked about this quite a lot. And yes, it's grubby. It is about to go in the bin because I've finished it up. I've actually been wearing it quite a bit recently. I love the Kat Von D foundation that I have. However, it's just a wee touch too dark for me, which is not ideal. So I've been reaching for this a lot more. And the more that if I wear it too often, it breaks me out. It just gives a nice coverage without being too heavy and too cakey, and it generally wears really nicely. Obviously it breaks down throughout the day, but I have been enjoying it again. I'm not going to clean it for this because I'm lazy like that and because I'm living out of cases and everything is everywhere. You can't see either side at the minute, but that's what's going on. But yeah, I really enjoy this foundation. Definitely recommend checking it out. I think it would be better for drier skin, well, sort of normal skin. I have quite oily bits, and on those oily bits it doesn't last as well, obviously. But yeah, really enjoyed this foundation again. I'm the shade, I think it's Rose Ivory. Yeah, Rose Ivory. So really enjoying that. While we're on the base, I was sent this by the lovely Sharon. I will leave her blog down below, you can check it out. It's the It Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. This is a translucent powder and I've always been a fan of the NYX one. The only problem with the NYX powder is that it can be reflective. The more it's supposed to be, what is it? Photo ready. It's one of these ones for photographs. It's very reflective. It's not for photographs. Don't use it for photographs. But I always enjoyed the way it set my face. But I thought I would try some other ones out and I was sent this and give it a whirl and I really enjoy it. It's not heavy on the skin. It doesn't look cakey from what I can see. I generally just enjoy it. It comes with a little application sponge underneath, which I've never used. I like a brush when I'm doing my powder. But it's really nice and it's nice packaging. It's nice and sturdy. It has taken a few bangs since I've been packing and moving and stuff. It's still intact. Really, really impressed, and I really like the powder. Things last quite nicely with it, so definitely recommend checking that out. Now we're going to the eyeballs. I have two this month. First one is this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Mocha, Ice Mocha. I'm wearing it today, which you can't really see. You can sort of see that it's a nice metallic sort of taupey brown, taupey colour. And it's really nice. It just sits really nicely in my eye and it's so handy and quick and easy to use. You just pop it on. I sometimes just blend it out with my finger into the crease, or I'll use a brush and I'll just blend out the edges into my crease and not really bother with the crease colour. And it wears quite nicely throughout the day. The NYX Jumbo Pencils don't last as long as some of the other sticks, but it lasts pretty well. And even better if you have a similar sort of shade, which I sometimes do. I have similar shades and I just pop that lightly over the top and it kind of sets it down really nicely. But yeah, I really like it. That's what I've done today. I've put this underneath and then just popped a slightly lighter colour over the top and it looks great. Really like it. I also dug this out. This is the Catrice Absolute Matte Eyeshadow Palette. And as you can see, it is all matte shades. It is mostly, I would say it's slightly more cool toned than the Urban Decay Basics palette, for example, the first Basics palette. I just decided to dig this one out as a change from my Basics palette. I really like it. I'm really glad I did. I prefer the slightly cooler tones. So these shades would be much more cooler toned than the one from Urban Decay. But then you still have slightly warmer chocolatey brown, and it is slightly warm, so it's not too cool. It's kind of more neutral, but slightly cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm making so much sense right now. But these are really nice, very handy. I love the tiny palette. It's actually smaller than the Basics palette. It's nice and slim and it's coming with me traveling. Yeah, really good pigmentation. They blend it really nicely. The only issue is the black isn't as black as I would like. I would like a darker black, but the black from my Basics palette is cracked, and every time I open the palette a bit falls out. You should see the state of the carpet that we left. There was just black bits all over the place from the Urban Decay Basics palette. It had cracked and there was no recovering from that. No matter how many times I pressed it, it was just coming apart. So that's it for the eyeballs. I have a lip colour I recently rediscovered. See the joys of packing up and decluttering and everything? You can find all sorts of lipsticks. So it's this lipstick from Urban Decay. I am wearing it. It's just a really nice everyday colour, but it's still quite bold, if that makes sense. You can see there. Again, you'll forgive me for the lighting because I'm currently in a spare bedroom. But it is just a really nice everyday colour, but it's a nice strong colour without being too in your face. I've done this and I've blotted it out. And it's just my lips, but you know, more pigmented basically. I really like it. Comfortable to wear, really easy to reapply. I generally do the whole blotting, I think, where I'll apply a bit and then I'll blot around it. Or I'll take tissue and take the colour off a few times. I really like it. Definitely recommend checking out the Urban Decay. These are the, what are they called? The lipsticks, I can't remember. But Urban Decay lipsticks. Definitely recommend checking them out. Worth a nosy. While we're talking makeup products, should we do this? These are brushes from Spectrum and these are only a handful of them. I actually have a face set and an eye set, and I actually have been reaching for them. I did put off using them because they're so pretty. But I thought if I'm going travelling with them, I should really find out if they're worth going travelling with. And they are. They're really good. They're incredibly soft. And they just work really well with the products. My only thing is because they're very soft, for example, a nice dense brush you can really buff on your foundation. Maybe not the case with these. So this flat top brush I tend to use for foundation if I just want sort of a nice medium coverage, or if I'm using a BB cream and I just want to quickly dash it on and can't be bothered to use my hands, I'll use this brush. It's not perfect if you are looking for that fuller coverage foundation. I wouldn't recommend using these brushes necessarily, because although this looks really dense and lovely, it's so soft. It kind of just, you can see it just softens onto the skin. There's no real sturdiness to it. But I really like those brushes. They are really soft, they wash really nicely, they keep their shape, they don't seem to hold onto product too much, which is nice because sometimes brushes can stain. Not the case with these. Really like them. Definitely recommend checking them out. I will be doing a review on them very soon. And I also love this bag. I got this while I was buying the brushes. So I got the face set and an eye set when I was at a trade show. And I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to get a bag as well. And this is the bag that currently contains all of my makeup brushes that I'm taking away with me, you can see. It's the perfect size. It even fits my favourite brush, which is this brush from Dalium Tools. It even fits this, and this is a long brush. Fits it no problem. So all my brushes fit in really nicely to this. I decided to go with a bag instead of a brush wrap because I just wanted to keep them all in one place and I couldn't be bothered with a brush wrap. So this is perfect. And it's I love, aside from that, I really just like the bag. It's half unicorn, half mermaid. That's me. I love it. So I really like that. Now I have a hair favourite for you. It's the Umberto Gianni Frizzy. I'm guessing that's what it's called. It's a miracle worker with argan oil. So this is an oil for your hair. I will wash my hair and towel dry it and brush it out, you know, detangle it, etc. And then I will go in with this for the bottom third of my hair, I guess. It just works really nicely. I really enjoy it. It smooths everything down. I remember where my hair is tied up at the minute. Did I mention that, you know, I'm flat out with work and stuff? But this has been really nice on my hair. It just helps smooth it down. It helps make it feel nice and soft. It feels like I'm being good to my hair. So really enjoy it. It does help with the frizzy fluffiness that my hair can end up like. And it's just nice, and it smells good too. I love the smell of it as well. Sad but true. I have no doubt I will finish this up when I'm away. Yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. So that's the whole crack. If you have any questions or if you want anything more about the products, like I said, I will be doing a review on the brushes really soon. I've just been a wee bit all over the shop. Let me know down below. Thanks a million for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, people. Come on, we can do this. And I will see you in the next video.